This week we are working on proofreading and publishing a final draft of our personal narratives. So what does it mean to proofread? When we revise and edit a rough draft, we are strengthening a narrative's organization, ideas, and fixing errors in grammar, usage, and mechanics. So when we go through to proofread, we want to check our verb tenses, make sure we're staying in the same tense. Don't want to switch back and forth between past and present. We want to check the spelling of our words. Add words if there's something missing, and fix some run-on sentences or fragments. If we look at our example here, our example text, this author was checking for verb tense. For months, people asked what mom was going to have. Well, they realized I'm talking in past tense. I need to add that helping verb had here to show that this is something that happened in the past. We check the spelling of words. Didn't needs an apostrophe. Adding words to fix errors. You're going to keep a secret, Justin? Mom said, laughter. Well, that doesn't sound right. We need to add that word with. That's what that little triangle, partial triangle, it's called a caret symbol. That caret means insert something here. So in this case, they need to insert that word. And fix run-on sentences or fragments. That is an example down here. She promised to call later to tell me the news. Well, to tell me the news isn't actually a full sentence, it's a fragment. So if we fix that by removing the period and making that to a lowercase t, she promised to call later to tell me the news. In one sentence fixes that problem. You have gone through to do your revising and your editing, you will do your publishing. Publishing means making your final copy. So you will handwrite this personal narrative and send it to me. You can take a picture or scan it in to send it to me by email, or you have the file share option in your online school, which works as well. If you are interested in earning extra credit points, you can earn 5 extra credit points by writing your personal narrative in cursive. If you do not know cursive yet, we'll be practicing it throughout this year. But that's okay if you choose not to use it for this time around. So how should we handwrite our personal narrative? I recommend using a pencil. Even though this is a final draft, we still might make mistakes along the way. So I recommend using a pencil. Press fairly darkly so that when you take your picture of it or scan it, that comes through okay. Very, very light strokes with a pencil don't photograph well, and it'll be difficult to grade. We want to use our neatest handwriting, cursive if you choose. You don't need to skip lines in your final draft, but do make sure that anytime you start a new paragraph, you leave a little bit of space right at the beginning. That's called an indent. That indent helps the reader to see this is a new paragraph. Something new is starting here. It helps with organization. So we'll be working on this a little bit more in class this week, and you have 3 days in your ELA lessons to work on revising, proofreading, and publishing your final draft. Thanks, 5th grade.